Resident Evil Cinco. That is right.
De Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Chapter 6 Trace.
You said dash in English.
That's the same in Spanish. -O.
Dash-o.
I got dash un spice-o. See?
See?
We're just offending more people now.
Offending?
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
This level is hard because everybody has a fucking gun on this level.
Because everybody's got AIDS.
AIDS. Yep. So you gotta kill 25 guys and clear this level in under 22 minutes. And, again, 70% plus accuracy and 0 deaths to get the S ranking for all the different categories. And that can be hard because the level is particularly long, especially with the boss battles at the end. And the first half is no cakewalk either, because there's so many guys with guns, and there's going to be a part with 2 of the bugs that are coming after you. So after you flip this switch, those doors are going to slowly open, and the easiest way to get through it is just stand right where I'm standing right now. Wait for guys to fall down in front of you, and then run around the corner and come after you, because from right here, they can't shoot you from the side, and they won't drop down behind you either. And if you and your teammate are both sitting in the same spot, you can heal each other pretty quickly as well. So I had an interesting email that I thought I would read. So, do you remember what video it was where I was talking about kids saying LOL? Like,
yeah, I think that was in Call of Duty World at War.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay, well, it was an email about that, and it gave us a little taste of culture overseas, which I thought was kind of interesting. So, alright guys, just want to say how much I appreciate you, your site, and the guides you make. Oh, and I've got some stuff I wanted to comment from some of your guides, yada yada. Beer Baron was talking about LOL and how it was annoying as fuck when he heard things like LOL, WTF, and stuff like that being used in conversation outside of chat rooms. Well, in Denmark, all of the smaller kids don't know the true meaning of the word, so it's evolved into a verb or something. They call each other and things they don't like LOL, so you can hear them say, "Damn, you are LOL," or "That shit is LOL." So be glad you don't live here, although it's nice. And even though I'm from Denmark, I can understand your mumbling, which is good because, the mumbling's not going away. So, my question is, how long does it take to make an average guide for a standard 8 to 12 hour game on the hardest difficulty? And how many beers do you consume while playing and voiceovering the guides? Jacob from Denmark.
Jakob.
And the first thing I want to comment on is, I'm assuming English isn't his first language, and this letter is 95% better than like every other message we get from Americans, from little kids who speak English as a first language, and they've just somehow bastardized it into this garble of forgetting to use the shift key or leaving caps lock on. It's one of the two, and no punctuation in super long run-on sentences, and it drives me
misspelled words, even though there's a spell check.
Right? Yeah. Seriously, use Firefox when there's that little red line under it. Right-click it and fix it. It doesn't take that fucking long, and there's a much better chance of me
understanding,
not just clicking delete or mark as spam or something like that. Anyway, so the question was, how long does it take us to make a game? Typically 2.5 to 3 times the length of, like, the advertised length of a game, I would say.
Including voiceovers?
Including voiceovers, and that's just me. That's not including your time as well, because, like, if this is an 8 to 12 hour game that we're doing right now, and editing time and my voiceover time, I would say 2 to 3 times that length. Which is kind of discerning, because the next guide I'm going to do is Fallout 3, and that is infinite. So,
yeah, there you go.
You know, it's going to take a while. So the easiest way to get past that last part is just jump over, run for these things, and just as soon as you flip these switches, it stops the guys from spawning up above. But as soon as you flip the switches, 2 of these dumb little bugs are going to come running after you. So you have to be sure to have one person with the rocket launcher to take them out quickly, or put a whole bunch of like proximity mines on the ground, or just be careful of the guys up above with rocket launchers.
Yeah.
That's so LOL. Oh god.
WTF.
WTF, mate. So again, after you flip the switch, the doors behind you are just slowly opening, and then after the doors open, there's going to be 2 of those large Gatling gun guys that are going to come up from little cubby holes in the ground. I can't remember what movie or what it reminds me of when they do this. Like you'll see in a second, they just go whoop, they just kind of, it's like a trap door from like a Phantom of the Opera or something like that. That they just come up from. It's kind of ridiculous. See, you can kind of tell what was happening, but I skipped the cutscenes. And one rocket will typically kill them both.
Does the cutscenes affect your gameplay time?
Yes, cutscenes add to the gameplay time. Now, because I didn't think that I was going to have enough kills to get the S ranking for total kills, I just sit by this door and shoot everything that comes at you just for another minute or so. And then, because as soon as you go through this door, it's going to be the last part of the game and the final boss. So there's not going to be hundreds of henchmen running at you, just cannon fodder.
Hello, Mata. Hello, Fada.
Here I am at Camp Granada. Dan, are you at Camp Granada?
Lisa at Camp Granada.
Yeah. So, next video is the final boss.